Christmas presents. Hey Shelly, I hate to stream over Sir Benji, but only so many hours in the day. I'm bouncing back and forth. I got the box of pennies open that I found this King George last night. $44. It's got some pretty good detail in it. Hey Rob. But that was an ender last night while Pa's stream was going on. And so I thought, well, I could stretch my nickels a little bit if I, hey Treasure Hog, good morning again. Stretch my nickels a little bit if I threw a row of pennies in every now and then as we went. So that's the plan. Because these are the last two boxes of anything I've got, and I'm sure Pa will send me a couple more boxes, but so I will get with him and get a couple of boxes headed this way. Back to work Monday, so it'll be Blue Moon streaming again. You and Daniel have been tearing up the giveaways, Shelly. Although I bet you were saying, of course Daniel got another shot, but he used his luck up too soon, didn't he? I know you were wanting those mom and pop penny rolls. Daniel peaked too soon. Although winning gold's not a bad thing. It's not mom and pop penny rolls, but it's close. We're supposed to get some storms here today, so usually our internet, it has its moments, but it usually stays pretty stable. But if we start losing it, I know, Shelly, I was thinking about that. I was like, yay, Daniel won. Doggone, he's going to miss out on the 10 rolls of pennies. I think it's kind of cool though that he's still going to do the pennies, but they're going to be more as a giveaway. So there'll be more opportunity to win 10 rolls of those. So that's a good thing. That's pretty nice of him to do. Hey, iSert. How are you, buddy? Good to be seeing you around. I hadn't seen you. Not that I've been just really pounding the stream, but I haven't seen you on in a while. You said you moved to Arkansas, so maybe that was part of that brief absence. Hey, Seaweed, you come in? Hey, Seaweed, how are you doing? So how long does it generally take things to get to you, Seaweed, from down here? Have you been able to pick it up on the tracking yet? Well, that's pretty cool, Shelly. We'll be able to have more opportunities to win rolls through giveaway. I think that's really cool he's doing that. Oh, nice. I need to go back and watch the other one also, Seaweed. I caught the opening on it, and I haven't gone back and watched the complete video yet. Since I'm live, it's just us and you guys, me and you guys. Let me know. I haven't got any comment video or anything on Serbenji, so. And feel free, please, if you want to go and do the live hunt on the halves. I completely understand. Completely understand. I'm just trying to fill in a few hours of the day. So I had an idea. I'm thinking about, I thought this would just be pretty cool to kind of reach out and touch the community. And I've got one. I would buy another book, maybe a bigger book like this. And I'm thinking about starting like a mail chain with our coin community. And I would start it off with a brief little letter or something on here, and then I'll see how this works. I don't know. Let's see if you can even do what I'm thinking about, would like to see. We're going to do that. I'm going to have a pencil. This paper may be too thick for something like this. You can get a little detail coming out of it. Anyway, maybe this is not a totally good way to do it. But anyway, my thought was that do a brief note on the page, hey, this is Walker Magnet. I live in, or I like to, or this, that, or the other thing, and on a page and sign it, and then put your favorite coin somehow or another. So maybe that's not going to work. I thought maybe you could etch it with you remember how I used to do that on notebook paper? Hey, Michael Erickson. And then I'm going to mail it to somebody. And let them put a note in it, and then let them mail it to somebody, and then eventually it comes back. I thought that would be something cool to do, but I was hoping that would do better. Maybe I was being too heavy-handed. But if you don't do it hard enough to pick up the detail, oh well, as far as that goes, that's not going to work out like I wanted it to. And then it would make the circuit, you know, and if you wanted, you could put $5 in it to the next person for shipping in case somebody was having a tough time or whatever. But, and if not, you know, just let me know and I'll help with the shipping somewhere if they need it. But and let it make the rounds, and then hopefully one day come back to me and we could share all the notes from around on it. And anyway, I was laying in bed thinking about that today. Would be cool to do that. Crafting hour with Walker Magnet. Don't make me get my Legos out. I don't have any. I don't have any Legos. Although Allison bought a, you never know what she's going to get when you start going to crafting stuff. And she got this little house kit that all the pieces kind of fit together on each other to build a small house. She saw that and said that would be cool. So she's going to build a house at some point. Michael Erickson, did I miss you? Welcome, welcome. I'm hoping that Armando will drop back in. He never did send me an email. Y'all can see my email on the screen, right? So I'm going to bounce back and forth between my nickels and this box of pennies. For those of you that just came in, I opened this box of pennies, and I had a Canadian ender that was in pretty good shape. It's 1944. That's the first ender I've had in quite a while on coins, so I thought that was cool. So I thought maybe these pennies will be nice, and I'll open some of those and some of my nickels. It'll make my nickels last longer. But Armando's going to send me a W quarter. I don't think I've got a W quarter. I haven't tried to get a W quarter, but there's a 09, not in the best of shape. $2000D. Don't think there's anything on the $2000D to worry about, or the 2005D. I got to change my can on that I'm putting the change in. It's gotten full. this will be loud for a little bit when I dump the pennies in. Oop, I didn't check those. Those were on the wrong side. I didn't check those. Let me refill my coffee. I'll be right back. Hey there, Stan Horn. Man, that was an awesome box last night, Stan. Best box for that I've seen, well, in a while. I mean, with the Southern Metal box too coming out this week with all the 40s in it. And you found the 90s too. You and Albuquerque got stuff. Back. Good morning, Alley Cat. Morning.
Huh?
Good morning.
Morning, sorry.
Got my Christmas present, Pa's spare time mug. Good morning, Jason.
Kirby called Bryce Houdini.
Allison's watching the Kirby Smart Nick Saban interview. Hey, Archaeology Mike. All right. Well, safe flights. I hope you're not getting all the stormy weather or coming through all the stormy weather we've got up here. Everybody says good morning.
Good morning. Oh, one more day. Oh, gosh. One more day. I wonder if Steve's there yet. When they were going.
Nice. Thanks, Seaweed. That's a keeper. I popped the lid on that cup and it was too full and it gushed up through the sippy hole there. It was hot. It'd been sitting on that eye since I made it earlier. It stayed on for 2 hours, so it was well warmed up. So does it bother you guys that I've got the microscope screen so big on this? I'm trying to keep my desk on the stream so that I can open the coins under it and still have it big enough for me to see what coin I'm looking at, but it does take up a lot of the room. a lot of the room on the scope on the streaming screen on what you guys see. But I wanted to try to get it where I had my desk on it too, while still opening the coins live. So we'll do a row of nickels next.
Of course, I gotta talk about Medgy not being in there.
Well, he broke his leg, didn't he? Or ACL.
They all gotta step up. Duh.
This is the 09 that I found earlier, but it's not in very good shape. I'm not going to keep it. It's going to go back. Nice, Mike. And Shelly, I fessed up on my comments yesterday on Pod Alley Cat, so you can't get me. I find that honesty is the best policy. She thought it was funny. The truth will set you free, Shelley. Oh yeah, Rob. There would definitely have to be some firm limits put on that. thankfully we have had, I don't know that we've ever had a major blow up. We've had a few intense negotiations. But when you're married for 35 years, you're bound to have some every now and then, right? And then we dated for 5, so we've been together for 41 years. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to get a closer look at that. Closer look at that. So this is kind of what you look for when, to my understanding, when you're looking for this DDO on the 2004. I've never found one, so if this is one, it would be need to see if I can change the lighting a little bit. Let me see if I can find some examples in the book to help us. This one's not in the greatest of shape, but it's not in too awful shape, so we ought to be able to look at this if I can get the lighting right. Yeah, the blunted 4. This is not blunted enough, I don't think. And the 2 is usually also blunted, so that's really sharp. So this is not going to be one. It does have, I think, maybe some machine doubling a little bit, but I don't think this is a DDO for the 04. Rob found one on his string one night. Yeah, that was hard to see from the magnification that I had it at, I guess. Because, I mean, to me, if in the right light, it looks kind of blunted, but then it's not, so. Have you found one of those, Treasure Hog? That's sweet, Rob. We met in high school. So in this, we've only found one. What we call fine is a 50s. Was a 57 is the only fine we've had. There was one 2009 also that we found, but I guess we're probably 10 rows in or so. I haven't kept up with the roll number, but haven't really found a lot yet. if you're listening with headphones, let me know and I'll try to mute this coin dump every time. Oh yeah, Mikey. The 88p? Or 98? I didn't know there was an 88p wide AM. Check the 98, the 99, the 2000, and the 92 P&D. The P&D on the 92 are close AM. I didn't know there was another wide AM error. Huh. .88p wide AM. .88p wide AM penny. Yeah, there he is. I didn't know that. 88 PCGS recognized FS 901. I did not know that. Thank you, Mikey. Give me another penny to look for. Yeah, there's one on the 98, 99, and 2000. I didn't realize there was one on the 88. That's news to me. Let me see if I can bring up this other window. There it is, 88 cent, the 88p wide AM FS 901. There's the wide AM. You are on fire, Shelley. You and Rob nailed the box yesterday. Yeah, they've got what do they say here? Population, graded population is really low. 5 at MS64, 7 at MS65, and 5 at MS66. But if you could get a mint state 66 PCGS, it's an $800 coin. Let's look at the FG. So the FG is usually on the wide AM, but it's a lot closer than on a normal strike coin too. That's another way you tell, and that was the way I first learned, and I really struggled with that until I was told that the distance between the A and M and E should be equal distance to be a wide AM. That's what really made it easy to see what it is. But the spacing on the AME and the FG is a lot closer to the memorial base there than it is on a normal penny. So I have to put that on my list. Thank you, Mikey. I didn't know there was an 88p wide AM. I thought you were kidding me. Yeah, and I mean, it's got some good value too. If you could get it on up, let's see what an AU would be. It doesn't carry it. Doesn't carry it below a 63. 63 is $200, so you'd think you could still get good money I mean, for them in AU or BU grades. So it had an auction in 2021 on eBay. One sold at a MS64 for $225. So that's $50 under what they have it listed for on PCGS. So thank you, Mikey. All right, we're back to the pennies now. Get the screen back. So I shipped it from Alabama to go to Canada, and it's in Miami. So I guess it's on a plane, seaweed. And I guess, realistically, it's not the way the crow flies process, but kind of like flying to Birmingham. It seems like it doesn't matter anywhere you go. If you want to fly into Birmingham, Alabama, even if you're coming from the west, you've got to fly to Atlanta and then get on a plane and fly back to Birmingham. I mean, you fly right over Tuscaloosa and Birmingham on the way to Atlanta, but you've got to go to Atlanta to get to Tuscaloosa or Birmingham. I wish our airport would modernize enough to handle bigger planes and make it easier to take trips instead of having to go to Birmingham. Yeah. All right, what do we have here? Remember, 88p wide AM is a thing. Well, you're more than welcome, Benji. To me, with people paying for boxes, it's a lot more important to mod his stream than mine, Rob. So I've got no issue whatsoever if you go help Sir Benji out. You're not going to make me mad. Me and Shelly can handle this, and I can rope in Treasure Hog.
As much as I want to win, you cannot not like Stetson Bennett.
No, you can't. I mean, You can't like. There's not anybody to not like on Georgia's
no, but
team.
you can't wish him bad.
From the coach on down, and he's had a rough.
Smart.
He is, and he's not gotten all the accolade that
No,
Bryce
he's
Young
had a
has.
tough ride.
Yeah.
He's had a tough ride. A tough one.
Okay. It still doesn't make sense to me how I can mail something to Washington State and it get there before it gets to Arkansas. I mean, explain that one. There's no explaining that one. Because it was distributed, it was loaded, distributed, and, you know, all that, and delivered to the post box or whatever in Washington quicker than it was in Arkansas. And it could be population, I guess, if you think of it that way. Because Washington, some of those areas in Washington can kind of be sparsely populated. So could just be a matter of number of parcels. So that could be part of it. I wonder if Paul went and watched the game after he was done with the stream last night. Yeah, I know, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. We'll put it on Discord and I'll bring it over. We'll take a look at it. I need to put that penny that I found that had the DDO type on it, that with no information is out there on Discord, to get people's opinion on it. William said he thought it was a DDO. 40%ers or 90s, Shelley? He's been on some silver here lately. Okay, so maybe it's a combination. It has to be a combination of the wide AM and the, so it may be, well, with the FG also being close to the, it really doesn't give much information on what makes it a wide AM on the PCGS page. Let me go back and see if I can find some more information. Alright, the 1988, sitting here, he was, while checking some of the 80s coins he was discussing, I picked out a handful of pennies. In a 88p wide AM, there was no mention of the fill no mint mark. This is just a coin chat deal. The 88 is normal to have a wide AM. The varieties to look for, the wide AM, is the 98, 99, and 2000, as they were supposed to have the close AM, and the 92 P and D that have the close AM, because they were supposed to be wide. The 88, however, does have a transitional variety, and it's on the designer's initials, Shelley, so that's the key. It's on the designer's initial. The 88 is supposed to have a straight G, and the 89 is supposed to have a flared G. Now, Shelley, if I'm not mistaken, that's in our book. That's in this book, the 88. $88P. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't talk about it as being a wide AM. It talks about it as being a reverse of the 89. So you look at the FG on the reverse of the 88 Lincoln, bold lettering with strong clear serifs on the G of FG. So the normal reverse but it's in our book, Shelley, we've been looking at Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. And no, I'm not receiving thousands of dollars worth of sponsorship money. It's just a cool book to look for errors with. But it's in there. It's to do with the FG, the designer initials, not the being a wide. It's supposed to be a wide AM. Maybe I'll come across an 88 here in a little bit. We can look at it here too. I'll come across an 89 because it says that the error is 89 reverse on a bot. So we got, oops. Mikey, is it okay if I show the pictures of the ones you put on too? Okay. Give me just a second, and I'll pull up Shelley's picture too. So at the top for Mikey, we got a MS-64 full bell line Benji, 1955. Nice. Then we have another full bell line, or is that the same coin? MS-64. And that's the reverse of those coins. Is that a D? Is that a mint mark? I can't tell. Yeah, there's a mint mark on that one. And this is a Morgan 1884 MS64 MS63 840 front and back. You can see the mint mark there. And then a Roman Empire Philip the First. That's a really nice coin. So that thing's got some age on it. That's a cool coin there, Mikey. Very fine. See the back. Got the horse. Then another Morgan MS62. Got some toning on it. 1890 P. Seated dime. $18.77. It looked good. An Ireland. I don't know what that is. Was that what you were talking about, Mikey? Ireland, yes. The say PCGS MS65 1942 half crown Ireland silver coin. That's cool. And then the back. And then a silver proof 2003 Kennedy. That's nice. And then here's Shelley's penny. Oh, is that a quarter? I'm sorry. And so this area here is what we would be looking at, and it's but the serif on the G is what distinguishes this being a wide AM 88 versus a regular. And this is supposedly the 89 back on an 88 penny, which is what makes it an error according to that book. So, but I will be looking closer at those. I will be looking closer at those. That throws me off when my pointer's over here because I'm looking at it and I'm trying to make it go low so I can make changes to the stream, and it's not on that page anymore. But that's cool that I can use it to point stuff out. Thank you, Mikey, for sharing, and Shelley. We will try to find one here that I can. Hey there, Copper Owl. Everybody, Copper Owl has a stream today that's going to be doing half hunt today. He has one box. I think he's sold out for today, but that's a good thing. It is. I remember that band Seaweed. So, are you starting at 2 today, Copper Owl? Since there's not a ball game, you staying with your 2 o'clock time slot? We're doing a combination of nickels and pennies, Copper Owl. So, Copper Owl, do you have a business account to get your halves with? If that's too personal a question for online, just don't answer it. But we're just interested to know. I would like to have not to necessarily do box hunts, and really and truly at this moment, absolutely not to do box hunts, but to work on my album and just to find other interesting stuff. If I could get 2 boxes a month, I would be happy. He's got a new bill hunt that he posted today, Copper Owl. See what he does. Well, we'll get the word out as we can there, Copper Owl. I want all 10 of you to go sub for Copper Owl. I know you've already done it, but occasionally, though, I have had people come in, that I posted a channel and they went and subbed. So I get people one every now and then. And then if that person tells somebody, well, I'm going to take a day off one day soon to specifically go and find a bank that will help me get coins that want my business too, because I've got some stuff I need to do that I'm going to take out a sizable equity line to do. So I'm hoping I can leverage all that together to get me some boxes. Yeah, I know you guys have. I'm just kidding. But we just keep hammering that link every now and then. If we get somebody that come in and can they might come in and lurk and leave because they don't really know the stream or don't want to pedal along with the pennies and nickels. They might be looking for something different. But if they could see a stream, a link popped up, they might check on it. We'd never know that we benefited from it. So, okay, thanks, Copper Owl. We've got several, and I'm thinking about maybe even some of the smaller branches, but my theory is I don't want to go commit my loan money and all of that to a small bank to have them go out of business. And there I am, owing them a bunch of money for my home repair, and I still don't have coins. So I'm trying to balance it out. There's several smaller branch credit unions, and I don't know what you have to do to get involved in them. Where they're not military, I don't think. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep, I agree with you, Treasure Hog. '87. I'm going to zoom in on this one. I think this is what I need. When you're looking at that FG, that straight up G that way on the leg is what you don't want for the error. It will have a slight inward ending to that G if it's the coin that has the error. So let me see. Let me see how close I can get to this. That's about as close as I can get in focus. So let me see if I can find another that has the old style. G on it. I think that's the G that you want. And then this is the G that's not the error. It's they're called in that book a weak strike. Hey, Stanhorn, there you go. I didn't think about that. Did you see that, Austin? Stan said to ask for our equity loan to be paid in change.
Good idea.
Oh.
I want that $1.50, please.
That is funny. Surely, Shelley, I will come across some 88s in here today. There's an 81. That would be the old style.
I swear, they have got to make a yarn in Bama colors.
Oh.
I just don't understand. I can't find it.
Allison's been trying to find some yarn that would be a multicolor, like crimson, white, for Alabama.
Well, crimson, gray, black.
Yeah,
white,
crimson, gray,
Bama
black, or something like that for her
and I
crocheting.
can't find one
And
to save my life.
you don't have any contact, do you, Shelley?
Oh my gosh, I've looked. Every yarn place I can find online, I've looked.
What's your yarn go-to website, Shelley? Oh, yeah, you know, I thought about you briefly as we were doing that yesterday. That I hadn't seen you in, but, you know, life comes first. I'm sure Paul understood, and you certainly made the right decision. Well, thank you for including me in your favorites, Copper Owl. You are one of mine also. Doesn't stream Sundays anymore. He did for quite a while with those pennies.
Crimson, gray, and black, Shelley.
Crimson, gray, and black,
Or
Shelley.
white in
Or
there
white.
even. I don't care. I just want it to be Bama colors, which are crimson, gray, black, white. Any of those four. And I can't find it anywhere.
Make that money, Rob. We're not going nowhere. Okay, so I want to do some research on the initials as we go along today. So if I find, especially if I find an 88 and an 89 is what we need for comparison. So I'll be looking for those today, and if we find an 88 and 89, we'll do a little schooling on the 88 wide AM error. Did the 69P have a floating roof? I think so. Looky there. Is that a floating roof, guys and gals? I think so. It's got a little bit of knot just on the right side, but we might be able to consider that a floating roof. She's checking something, Allison.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I can't find any.
She says she uses Hirschner's
I've looked at
or
Hershey's.
Annie's Attic.
Okay. I've never seen Annie's Attic. I'll have to check that. I've looked at Hirschner's.
A hoovering UFO.
Hovering.
Hovering, yeah. Hey, archaeology. That's nice. 41. That's nice. I'm one walker away from finishing my album.
I'll have to check out Annie's Attic.
One walker. I've got one coming to fill the 1916 spot. But then I'll have one more to go. Hey, L&W. You know, it's always not there on the left side, and it's always seemed to me to be the right side that gives you a little bit of a post. It's got a little bit of a notch under it, but it's absolutely gone on the left side. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much of that can be there to say it's not a floating roof. Yeah, my stuff's not AU, Mikey. I mean, I'm wanting to make a good album with good clarity, but they're certainly not AU. VF, F, and VF, upper Fs and VF. I do have some AU and BU walkers, a couple, but they're in the 40s. All right, Seaweed. What are you drinking this morning? Shelly posted a link.
I got it. I'm looking right now.
You call that connected treasure hog? Is that little bit of a dimple under that side, does that make it connected? She's looking now, Shelley.
It's close. I could add a gray, maybe. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you, Shelley. Well, they had a 1916 bassman sent me. Oh, that bassman sent me, Mikey. That $20,000. I mean, I like the better silver too, but I want to complete the album and then work on upgrades. But I'll never have a $20,000 coin in my album. You're not going to have VF to XF walkers in an album and have any chance to complete it in my price range anyway. They have a FS 901 for the 69D. That's a no FG though. Yeah, but it's still an error. It's just not certified. You gotta, and be honest with you, Mikey, I've been putting them back because I've been finding some in that quality, with that amount of missing the columns on the side. I've been finding a good many of them. I don't think it's registered like Mikey said, but they're still interesting to find. Although it seems like most of the 70s and 69s will have that to a point. So anyway. Was that what you were hunting? Or close? The last 1919P, I think, Treasure Hog. The 1919P is the only one that I like. How much was it at the coin show, Mikey? How much was that light that you bought, Allison, for your desk?
Wasn't it about $20 maybe?
Okay.
You need a ring light.
Huh?
You need a ring light.
Well, I know. I wasn't thinking about for that. These, you know, the downfall of these microscope cameras is the lighting, and it.
So you could maybe use that for that.
Yeah, to put right over, you know, and with the flexible neck, put it, and maybe even do two, so you can have one on each
Take that one
side.
out of my room and try it sometime before we order another one. Just take it and try it and see if that works.
And it has a base too. You can do it either way, right?
I don't remember. You can get one with a base.
I thought that one had a base or a clip.
I don't think so. I think it's just a clip.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a base in it now. But that's the bane of these scopes and this LED lighting. It's just not very even.
Okay, Joanne's has a yarn I want.
Okay.
On sale, $2.99 a skein.
Go get
Thanks
it.
to Shelley.
Is that the one?
That's the one I can just order, and you got to go pick it up on 15th.
Oh, okay.
Joanne's.
Yeah, well, you hadn't looked over there yet?
I had looked.
Because she has a gift card for that.
That's what I just told Shelley.
Thank you, Shelley.
I'm excited. It's $2.99 too. They
Yeah,
had a 3-pack at
That's a good price.
Amazon of the same yarn, but this 15 for 3. So
Right,
I can
there's
get
a-
it for
That was
$9.
an 88P though, wasn't it? I don't know if the P and D is different. Hey, Pa, spare time. Tired Pa, I'm at. Did you stay up and watch your game after the stream last night? And congrats again on a great stream and some monster boxes too.
Oh, they're out of stock in Tuscaloosa. Never mind. Doesn't that just figure? Dadgummit.
We can't win for losing.
I wonder how much shipping would be.
Pa's spare time. A monster box of 40s last night, and then another box with several 90s in it. And there's the lucky recipient.
I wonder if Hobby Lobby'd have it.
So that's the FG, I think, that is supposed to be on the 88 to make it an error. Did you stay up and watch your game after the stream last night, Pa? We've got some major storms coming through. It's pretty dark out there. They may be here already. This may be like one of the first streams I did where we hear all the thunder rumbling in the background here shortly. Oh yeah, no, Shelley, we didn't get that lucky. They're out of stock.
Yeah. But I may have to order it from Amazon.
This is what we got coming to our area. We're right in the middle of all the lightning strikes.
Let's see how much shipping's gonna be. Because I can just have it shipped.
I like a good storm though, as long as it doesn't
$8 in shipping.
knock my power out.
Okay.
No, not real good. They played good enough. And they didn't set any players either is the scary part. It didn't seem like they had all of their A-listers playing and let the Broncos keep it a tad closer than it should have, I would think. It was a good night, though, Pa. It was a great stream. You did a good job handling all those boxes, and thank to Stan and Avard Kurt for allowing you to edge search those boxes. That helped out hugely. You had a good turnout. We still need, though, to get you off that 1508. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Pa, then please consider it. I don't think you will be sorry with the product over there. And I got to get with you, Pa. I need some more pennies and nickels if you could spare a few. I know you're doing nickels now, so are you still getting nickels, Pa? I'm on my last box of nickels and pennies. The donut shop losing its business to Subway. What about that penny archaeology, Mikey? Was it, how much was it on that 88 that you looked at? Yep. Hear the rain coming. Their cat heading to the storm cellar.
Cooper's not out, right?
Oh no, I let him out earlier.
Didn't think so.
All right, there's an 88D. Now the D is that's a pretty good picture of the FG that you don't want, in my opinion. Okay, all right. Thank you, Pa. I'll get you the money later this afternoon. If I could get well, I'll email you and we'll see. I don't want to overburden you. I'd like to get 3 nickels or 4 nickels and 2 pennies, but that may be overstepping your generosity. But I'll text you or email you about it. So this is an 88D under the scope, and the FG, that would not be the error coin. So that straight leg at the bottom of the G, the serif on the G, is not what you want. But since that one's a little dirty, it's got some detail to it, and it kind of shows you what you don't want on that coin. And if I can find a nice 89 here in a little bit, we'll be able to look at what you do want, because the error is an 88 with 89 reverse. Sir Benji's been finding some silver today, Pa, also, they're saying. Maybe I ought to keep that one for reference if we find something else. What did I do with that? Small date. Everybody was on pins and needles wanting to win that mom and pop box. Okay, yeah, whatever there, Pa. I'm going to be really scaling down on my streams anyway, going back to work tomorrow, so I will be able to make this next order last a long time. Nice, Pa. Thank you so much. That's a great perk for being a member of your channel, by the way. Who's coming on to the games first?
I hadn't looked.
Look, if you, well, I can do it.
I can do it, I got it.
Look out and see if the 3 o'clock New England game going to be televised on regular TV channels.
Starts now.
Yeah, I had fun with that, Pa.
We got the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions, Tennessee Titans, and Houston Texans.
Yes, New England's going to play on TV, on YouTube TV at 3:25.
Televised.
Yeah, it's going to be televised on CBS, on
NFL
YouTube
games
TV.
today in my area. Let's see.
So we won't stream that long. Surely to goodness, y'all don't want to look at these stuff for another 3 hours. I want to for sure sign off for Copper Owl stream coming up.
Patriots and Dolphins supposed to be on CBS at 4:25, which is 3:25, I think, our time. This is
Yeah.
Eastern.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna watch Green Bay right now. I'm shopping though right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get the Patriots game, so I'm gonna for sure sign off by the time it starts
Well, you got 3 hours
to watch
I
it.
think
So
you'll be off.
well, you can certainly do it. If I can do it, Michael, anybody can do it. I really like what we've got going here. I mean, just some friends discussing coins and learning things, and not a ton of expectations on giveaways, and although I like to do giveaways, but that's not why we're here, which to me means more than some of the other stuff. That was the one I was gonna keep. If we get an 89, a good clean 89 later, we'll be able to look at the FG on it, because the error is supposed to be 89 reverse on a 88 penny. So we'll look at that a little more in depth. There's another 2009. If we're going to call that a find, then that's two 2009s we found. Oh, that's a 2. My bad. Glad I looked at it. Glad I looked at it. So this box has been kind of light, Paul, on the nickels. I'm kind of switching back and forth. I hope I'm not confusing anybody between the pennies and the nickels, but we've only found 157 and 109 so far on the box of nickels. I think we might have an old one in the next nickel here though. Yep, 1948. It had that look. So that's the second fine old nickel we found. Maybe this will be a good roll. Copper Owl coming up. 2 hours. Is tonight the woozy box? Is this afternoon? Cool, Stan. Maybe we can do a box battle, Stan, when you get up and running. I mean, everybody can't be a Pa's Spare Time or a Rob Finds Treasure or a Southern Metal or a Copper Owl. We need these smaller channels to just have some downtime hunting coins. I can't wait till I retire. I'd like to make that little 2 hours, 3 hour stream an everyday thing. Because it's fun, gives you a reason to get up, something to do. Yeah, I'm working my way there. We just found a 48 and I had a 57 in like the second row. And then had 109, so I'm going to do one more thing of nickels and then go back to the pennies. A woozy mania. Woozy bot mania. That was funny. Woozy kind of, and Turtle kicked all that off last night, and I just kind of got in on the coattails. Oh, is it? Awesome, Shelley. That's nice. I've got a few of those 2.5 ounces. And I got a Mikey. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I think I may work on during the New England game. I need to go through my nickel book and make a list to keep on my desk of the nickels that I'm hunting for. It's all, mainly old stuff, but I never really pushed on through the present years and filled all those spots either. So I still have some of those years to fill, so I need to do that. Daniel the Goldman Lauren. You're trying to work your way up to that level, Copper Owl, and you will get there. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, I bet he hated he couldn't be there. He would have been black and blue from falling out of his chair. Well, it would be cool if we could, have a little small conglomerate of channels like this, Treasure Hog. We could do battles together and support each other in this niche of the coin world. Well, it's something you got to remember um, especially about RFT is they sell RFT, and I certainly don't mean that bad. I love that channel just like most other people do, but they do such a great job of branding RFT, and that man does some content now. I mean, he puts a lot of effort into the content. Ooh, y'all hear that thunder? It rattled the windows. If I lose the internet, we'll just end the stream. So if the internet goes out suddenly, we'll end the stream for the day. Let's do one more nickel, and then we'll go back for pennies. Yeah, just about. Yeah. Well, I mean, the $half are a draw for the silver. We all know that. I mean, I like the errors in that branch too, and I like to hunt them to look for the errors myself. I mean, Pa has got me so educated on the 74D DDO that, buddy, I can spot that sapsucker before it comes out of the roll. I feel like sometimes. But to actually slide one under the scope now and find it is still pretty fun. But yeah, the $half do kind of get run down, but it's understandable. Yep, and being able to get it all on the screen. I wish Pa could have got in on the Southern Metal nickel hunt. So we got an event that's starting right now. If for those of you that auction, Coin Crew is starting. Their auction should have started at 12. I'll have to start experimenting with that, Copper Owl, because I don't have any experience with StreamYard yet. But if I'm serious about wanting to do battles with people, then I need to get on board with that and at least get it on the computer. Oh, we have a foreign. We have a foreign coin. A Balboa. Oh, we found a Balboa. Balboa in the paw box. In nice shape too. 2017. I mean, it's not an oldie, but that's a cool find. How many points is that, Pa? Can you email me that sheet, Pa, for keeping up with the score? Would you mind doing it? In nice shape too. Okay, copper eye, we'll do that one day. I mean, that almost looks proofy a little bit. It's so shiny. Nice find. So how many points would the foreign be? It's got to be more than 1 point. Oh, we got another oldie coming up here. Can y'all see the coloration right there? Don't have very good focus from the distance. I don't know if it's me or I don't know what to do to make that better. Yep, that's another oldie. Box is heating up, Pa. 49. Yeah, it's pretty shiny. It doesn't have, you know, a deep cameo look to it, but it is shiny. But that's find number 4. Pa, do you count 2009s as points? Okay, there's a 2004P we'll take a look at for the DDO here shortly. We're getting pounded with the weather right now. So I don't, that 4 is so pointy, and the 2, I'm pretty sure that's not worth looking closer at. Okay, so we've got 2 40s, a 49, a 48, and a 57. A half point for the 09 and a 2 point foreign Balboa. I think that's the first Balboa I've ever found in the nickels. So I'm going to drop back to pennies for a couple of rows, 2 or 3 rows, if that's okay. And we want to look for I got an 88. We want to look for an 89 penny to discuss the difference for that error coin. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. So, Paul, we were talking archaeology. Mikey brought up that, oh yeah, rain and thunder and lightning. It's really coming down right now. That there's a 88 wide AM, and it's listed with PCGS, and it is a wide AM, but the error is on the designer's initials, not the fact that it's a wide AM. Yeah, I know. I cannot identify silver in the nickel rows. It is just too. I just can't get it. The good thing is that with my credit union coin machine, I can just dump them all into one bucket and carry them back. That is the only bright spot of being in my credit union. They have a coin machine. So y'all need to be recording this for sleep tonight. This would be my ASMR or whatever that is stream. Okay. Hey, Patrick, the lucky one, the real lucky one. Patrick's still living the dream from last night with our name comedy that was going on. I want to get me a Diet Mountain Dew. Y'all need anything? You want a Diet Mountain Dew, hon?
I've got mine from yesterday.
You want a freshen?
Nope, thank you. I'm ordering. I'm shopping. I got some shopping therapy going.
Dang you, Shelley.
I love it. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Oh, I wonder if they have that eyelash yarn that I needed. It's alright, Cooper. It's raining, buddy. It's raining too much. He's not gonna go outside.
I'll put Mowgli in there with you.
They wouldn't care.
What are you doing? You're not in the storm cellar. Storm shelter. Yeah, we got some nice ones coming through right now. Copper owl. When we do our home renovation, we're going to take one of our bedrooms and make it the craft storage room. We're trying to look at some type of modular shelving and storage bins, and just going to make it into a really nice craft area for Allison to put, so that when she orders all this, the thing is now she's got so much that we can't keep up with it, and she can't really utilize it, like she wants to, because
Can't get to it.
yeah, I mean, you can't get to it, don't know where it is, so I want to make her a really nice room with organization, and so that she can see what she's got and how much she's got and when to get more, and she's been wanting that for a long time, and she needs it.
When to get more, that means shopping.
Alley Cat, please let me know if I can be of further assistance in helping you spend Walker's retirement money.
I kind of got that down pat, but thank you.
Yeah, she don't need no help.
I know how to spend money. If there's one thing I do know how to do.
And she's overstating that, by the way. But I mean, it's only fair with the money that I spend on coins that she should be able to get her crafting stuff too. And it is a ton of fun to carry her in a crafting store. I wish you would let me post a picture we took at Walmart.
We figured out how to do a wheelchair and a shopping cart.
Yeah. It was funny now. All right, so picture this. So, let me see if I can.
was just holding the handle with my feet on the bottom on the rack and pushing the cart, and you were pushing the wheelchair. We figured it out.
So we was in Walmart, and I was pushing her wheelchair, and we started, of course, accumulating stuff, and we needed a cart. So I went and got a cart. Well, man, we loaded the cart down. So we ended up going through Walmart for the last few things. She had her feet on the bottom of the cart, and then holding the handle of the cart, and I was pushing the wheelchair. And she had so much in the cart she couldn't see anybody in front of her. And so I was having to tell her, go left, hon. Go left, go right, hon. Hard right, hon. Don't hit that person, hon.
That was fun.
So it was funny. I took a picture and sent it to our kids, but I'm not going to post that.
No, that would not.
But we thought it was high comedy.
It was fun.
Redneck Walmart.
Yep. People looking at us like we lost our mind. I was so excited we figured out how to do a wheelchair and a car.
Yeah, there's no stopping us now. No stopping us now.
Okay, I gotta stop. What was I getting over here? I was gonna get some of the Red Heart Unforgettable. Look at that and see if it's on sale. I know they have it.
I want to send you an email too, Paul, 'cause I really would like one of those Lord of the Rings. Oh, Allison, I didn't show you. I got a Lord of the Rings round.
Oh, cool.
And a Mandalorian. No, a Dune round.
Oh, Dune?
Dune, the movie Dune.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Boromir of it.
Uh-huh. Cool.
And then that's the Dune. No, is that the Dune? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And then this one is
Those are
Hades.
pretty. Is what?
Hades, sitting on his
Oh.
throne. Turn, you got it. Other way.
I see it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was from Corn.
And those are
Creek.
coins, right?
Yeah, some of them are. One of them, I don't think the Dune one is.
That one is.
Yeah, the Dune
That
one
one is. The Dune is.
Yeah, it's just a round.
That's cool. I still want Harry Potter.
But Pa, I still want one of those rounds that we were talking about with the one ring that had the ring was gold plated. This was some rounds that I got from Corn Crew. I don't know how well they'll show this lighting. This is Hades sitting on his throne of skulls. Let me see if I can turn my light down. Maybe that'll do better. This is Hades sitting on his throne. There we go. With the three-headed dog next to him. And it's a Niue, I think. No, this is an Australian coin, I guess. And then I got a Boromir, Lord of the Rings. that'll help, not having to. Oop, that came in just a second there. There we go. Boromir. And it's a $1 coin. And then Dune round. Hey, GNR. House, what does that say? House Harkonnen. House Harkonnen Dune coin. Dune round. That was the 3 rounds I got from Coin Crew. See you, Archaeology Mike. So we welcome Gina into our midst. She's trying to get her channel to 700. So if you haven't given her a like or a sub, please do. Yeah, we didn't either, LNW. Mike, Archaeology Mike shared that with us. I actually had seen the error for the for the difference in the FG, and I'm going back through chat, so I'm catching up. But I didn't consider it was a wide AM too. What proof sets I have, Patrick. I've got a bunch of them. I think I've got the proof set. I don't have the silver proof set in that. Are y'all having trouble using the scroll bar on your mouse or
I
trackball to go back through the chat?
Mine's still not working.
On my phone, it's not an issue, but on my see you, Pa. Okay, Gina, that's nice. I'll keep plugging today while I'm on to get people to come and comment on your video, Gina. Hey, William, I don't remember seeing you come in. It's 63 set. It's 62. It's 2000 proof set. 63 set. This is 74 Eisenhower and a 71 Eisenhower silver dollar. I've got some of the just clad mint set for the Alright, so let's see if I can get my light back to full intensity. Me and our Allison can scroll back up through the chat using the thumb bar on we use trackballs. For some reason. That was kind of just funny. Okay, back to the hunt. And Shelly and L&W, if you don't mind, put Gina's command up every now and then, and let's keep that rolling hot today while we're on. And as a matter of fact, if you wanted to, Shelly, if we're still on when her comment video comes up, we could grab the link to it and post it. Thank you. She is creeping in on 700. And then Copper Owl stream starts it shortly, so we need to keep him on the front burner too for his stream. He's sold out today, and we will end the stream before 2 o'clock when he starts. I think we're just supposed to get some storms. I don't think it's supposed to be any tornadic weather today. When those mint marks get damaged. It's hard to tell if, but that looked kind of doubled. It looked kind of split there on the edge. But it's so hard to tell when they get mashed. See how much closer I can get. Thank you, L&W. And see, I think that's just a damaged D. It's got a little machine doubling at the bottom, but oh yeah, I saw where, and a lot of them were tourists trapped in their cars that died of exposure. So Gina, we're looking at the 88, 89 pennies also for, it's a wide AM, but it is a, the designer's initials has an error on the 88 that we're kind of trying to study some today too, by the way, if you're interested. She's a busy woman, William. Yeah, you told me that, Stan. That is a good idea. But I've just about given up on them if they're not, you know, in mint state or close to mint state condition. If they got damage on them, it's just so hard to tell. So I'm looking for an 88. I got an 88P or D over here. And we're looking for an 89 now to use for comparison, because the penny error is actually a 89 reversed on an 88 penny. So the error is in the way the FG is weaker on the 88 than the 89. So this would have a really strong strike on the FG. So we're trying to find some examples of that to look at as we go today. And I found a really cool King George as an ender, Gina. Okay, we'll do one more row of pennies and then we'll go back and do a row of nickels. If I missed anybody coming in, 9 viewers. 9 viewers, 1244. Probably stay on till 1:30 or so if y'all are okay with that, and then try to start directing people to Copper Owl Stream. And Coin Crew has an auction going on right now if you've never joined their channel. For auction, and he's actually auctioning off one of these. If you don't have one, the America the Beautiful quarters, 5-ounce quarter, and I'm kind of interested to see what it goes for. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. I'm sure most of you have, but they're really pretty. This is the 2015 Nebraska. And, you know, this is the quarter also that has all of the arrows on the coin. I thought, man, it would be cool to have gotten a double pump or snow on the roof or something of that sort. But he's auctioning one of these off. It's a different edition. It's not the Homestead, but I'm interested to see what they're going for. I've got a Pa's cabin somewhere in copper. I may have it put up. So when we stop at 1:30, if you've not ever visited Coin Crew, maybe we could do a raid on Coin Crew and then go to Copper Owl when he starts up. And then at 3, I'm going to watch the Patriots game. Sorry, Shelley. That's the 99. Seems like the worst of our weather is moving through. I don't hear any more rumbling out there. It's funny because the first rumble of thunder you get, if our cat's in the kitchen or in the den, he will come streaking through the den, headed back to the bathroom in the back, and he goes into the bathroom until it passed. So now you don't like Tampa? I hate to tell you, Alley Cat has become a fan of Brady.
I like him.
And Shelley doesn't like him.
I know, I'm sorry.
But a lot of that was your location in the,
Yeah.
you know, in New York, being a Giants fan and having to contend with
I just
that
think he's a really good
organization
player.
and
He's
some of the
Really
some of the
talented.
bad publicity that they got, you know, over the last few years with the Deflate Gate and all that. That's a pretty 1990.
All right, I got an order.
I like that. I might have to check my album on that one. It's got a little bit of toning on it. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, Shelley.
I just think he's really good.
That's what they said. That's what they say in football. I mean, in NASCAR, there's a story from NASCAR of back in the early years of NASCAR. And I'm sorry, but I can't recall the name of the, hey Scoot, still can't recall the name of the driver, and I'll have to look it up because it's an interesting story. But there was a race at one of the eastern seaboard tracks, and he beat him on fuel mileage. I mean, his car just kept running and running and running when everybody else was having to come in and pit. And so they became suspicious. Hey Scoot, and after the race was over, they took his car and started dismantling it, and they took the gas tank out, and before they could go any further, the guy jumped in the car and cranked it up and drove off. So he obviously had something rigged in there, you know, that was giving him that extra gas. But that's a funny story from the NASCAR early days. But you know, they used to say if you're not cheating in NASCAR, you're not trying, because you got to push that edge, you know. And if a football, you know, at lower inflation or at the edge can give you an advantage, you know, you got to find those little loopholes. That's what makes you great. There's not a race that goes by that somebody on NASCAR doesn't get fined for pushing the edge on the tolerances. I used to love me some NASCAR. But once all the old guys, Tony Stewart and...
Yeah, once Tony Stewart stopped, you kind of lost interest.
Yeah, well, he was the man.
Yeah.
Well, he was the to me, greatest driver in NASCAR after Earnhardt passed. He kind of, to me, took the torch for the old school racing. I mean, you had all these other drivers that were so, and not, it's not, what I'm saying is not a bad thing, but, you know, to Tony Stewart, health food was a Burger King cheeseburger. And I just thought that was so cool about him, that he would just seem so real. '98, do we have a wide AM? Nope. Oop. No, it was 88. 88 and 89 we're looking for. Y'all help me remember that.
Write it down. Put a note up.
I got it. I'm good. That's what I got mods for.
Put a note.
'82 large date D. Is it a zinc? That's a nicer one than what I put aside for you, Shelley. Nope, it's a copper. It's a copper. '82 P, copper. Of course, y'all do know, you can't not know in this group that the '82 is a transition year from copper to zinc, so y'all would have to weigh the '82s. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Laura, LNW. Y'all are doing a great job today. I think this does work better with a more, not necessarily selective, but a streamed down mod base. I hope y'all are not too upset about me not just making everybody mods that comes in. So that's a 1960 large date, D. We kind of looked at that on one of my previous streams. And Jim Cantor gave me good examples of all of those, which I've got in my album now for the 1960. Hey, Stephanie. That was a large date, 1960, L&W. Stephanie's in the chat, honey.
Hey, Stephanie.
It's the 84 penny that has the doubled ear, right? I don't think there's much on the 74 to look for. That would be cool. I'd like to find one of those. What are y'all putting on Discord? So stand on that damaged or clip planchet, usually what I'm been told is that there will usually be a corresponding damage. Well, it does have that, don't, or is that the back side of it? That's the back side of it. You usually have some corresponding damage on the other side of some kind. I've got a clip planchet half, I believe, if I could find it. There you go, Gina. NJ Cafe. Alrighty then. We don't really discuss those topics. That's a good funny, as long as we can keep it there.
What did I miss?
I don't know, you haven't seen you through here, but you're welcome, as long as we can keep the topic where we need it. We've been getting it all, or for the last hour or two, William. It's been thunder, rumbling, and rain. Gina's having a giveaway, honey. You need to comment on her video.
Oh, okay.
It's on. She put it on Discord, so you can get to it from
Okay.
there if you'd
Right.
like. We get a few every now and then through that leave comments like that, L&W, and as long as it doesn't turn into anything else, you know, we're good. But if they aren't joining the chat like with coin related stuff, then we don't want to get that in here. But the last guy that did that just made one comment, and I never saw him again, so it's probably not an issue. Whoever it is probably 10 years old or something. Was there any damage in the Alaska earthquake, William, that you mentioned the other day? The 5.3, was there any tsunami or anything? We're 1 hour away from Copper Owl doing the woozy. I'm going to do a giveaway when I get coins. Or if I hit 200. I'll do a giveaway if I get to 200. Yeah, those are the dangerous ones. The ones that hit offshore. Yep, I'm still trying to find an 80. What have I got here? An 89. I've got an 88, so I'm looking for an 89 for comparison. We'll do one more row of pennies, then we'll do another row of nickels. We're gonna stay on stream to 1:30, and then we'll do a raid of Coin Crew if you want, and then we'll go to Copper Owl at 2. And then at 3 we'll all go watch the Patriots game.
Hey.
Huh?
You said you'd wear my hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I also made a new hat. Hold on, I gotta get the whole screen up.
I just got it.
Does that go in the front or on the side?
Yeah, in front, side, whatever. Oh, it fits you. My head's not that big.
Oh, it's loose.
Well, yeah, but my head's not that big. It's like really big on me. I'm gonna have to make a small one.
Allison Alley Cat made a new hat. I told her that I would show the hat if she wore it after she finished making it. So this is the debut of her latest hat creation.
That's too funny.
And she accented the rose. I wasn't sure if to put the rose on. I think it's nicer on the side. But this is Allison's latest hat that she's made. It's called a bucket hat.
It's way too big for me. I just went by the size.
Yeah, she's going to have to do another one that's a little tighter fitting. So that's the latest hat creation by Alley Cat.
You can't see the rose.
Yeah, I can't.
I know. You don't have enough light. The rose has like sparkles
Okay,
on
hey, I'm lighted now.
the edge.
Oh, treasure hog, buy it now, $50.
I'll make you one, treasure hog.
Oh,
Just tell me what color.
she didn't think I'd do it.
I didn't. Yeah, it's got sparklies on the edge of the rose. It's way too big for me though.
It's big. You
It's
have to
way
do
too
another
big.
one with
It fits over my head.
a little tighter fit there.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Those roses aren't easy to make. They're a little complicated.
they are. Those roses are hard to make.
I've made 4 or 5 of them, but I can't decide which one I like better. Because there's so many patterns.
I like hats.
I'm going to start on your hat that I got that yarn for. That's what I'm going to do today. The other hat, because you go back to work tomorrow and you may need it. I got to decide what pattern I'm making.
Yeah, it's not so bad when you're going in on the evening, you know, but that early morning, it is so cold on
Oh,
that
treasure
wall.
hog, I will.
What'd he say?
Make one for the baby when she comes.
Oh,
I've got baby yarn. I got some pink
and
baby
also
yarn.
Treasure Hog. I don't know if y'all would like, but she makes these cute headbands, and especially for girls. A lot of the babies, they just put the headband when they don't have hair.
But I'm gonna have to do one with the rose because their last name is Rose.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to put some roses on
She'll
that.
do it. You got it, Treasure Hog.
I'm
She is
excited.
on a mission. It's gonna cost me another $300 in yarn.
It's all right. It gives me something to do. Makes Mama happy. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
Thank you, Treasure Hog.
And I know I've got yarn that I got in my Santa bag.
Uh-huh.
That's baby yarn.
Okay, cool.
It's made for babies, and it's pink and soft, and I didn't know what I was going to use it for, but I do now.
Now you know.
I sure do. Move. I'll have to put some sparkle in it somewhere, though, where it doesn't touch the baby. Because that yarn's kinda
She's
soft.
on it, Treasure Hog. You will probably get several iterations to choose from if I know her.
Try 'em. You have to try out the different patterns and all. You can't really tell what it's going to look like till you make it.
I don't know if y'all been following it. I may have brought it up on the stream already, but I love the space stuff. So I've been following this James Webb telescope that's headed to orbit 1,000,000 miles away from the Earth, and it's approaching. It has passed all of the pre-test and position objective that it's trying to do so far. So it's got the mirrors out, has the secondary mirror out, and one of the real tough maneuvers it was going to have to do that had to happen for it to be operational was the sun shield. So I've been following it on YouTube. That's pretty cool.
See, look.
Yep.
Baby
Oh
yarn.
yeah, that is. It's even baby rose.
Uh-huh.
So you have to buy more.
No, it'll make enough. It's just little bitty stitches. It'll take a little bit, but I got it. I got this.
Treasure Hog, thank you
Got this.
for that idea. We don't really have any babies incoming. Our goddaughter will
Oh,
probably,
Kaylee's baby, I could make her one.
yeah, she's recently been married. I don't think they'll wait very long to have children. I might be wrong.
You never know.
Yep, fully deployed now. Probably about 10 days, 12 days from making its orbit. You don't, Seaweed, you have no clue.
About what?
Alley Cat's got quite the yarn going.
Yeah, I do. Now, do you like the black or the rust better?
The rust,
This one?
yeah.
So I need that and I need the baby yarn. Okay. Now I've got something to do for a while. Because I'm tired of that hat I was working on. I don't want to do another one of those. Ugh.
You can't have enough baby blankets, Shelley.
No, you can't. You really can't.
Especially handmade ones.
They're the best.
Allison loves her scarf.
Mm-hmm. I sure do.
More thunder.
Keeps me warm. Okay.
Oh no, we'll pay for or trade for honey hole treasure hog. This is something that is purely
out of love.
Out of love.
That's right.
So
and I love doing it. So.
Me and you will work out anything you can find in the honey hole. We can find something to make that work. But this will be done purely out of love.
It's Oh Baby Organic Yarn.
Oh Baby Organic
Now
Yarn.
I gotta find a pattern. Baby hat.
You can't have enough baby blankets, Shelley.
No.
So.
Well, that's not where I want to do that. Do it right here.
1:14. We're gonna go 15 more minutes. I'm gonna do 2 rows of nickels to finish up our hunt for today. This has been fun. Some good conversation, and we've kind of got a goal. And I'll continue to look for an 89 to go with that 88. And maybe I'll post some stuff on our Discord channel so that we can continue that discussion. On the
it's a newborn beanie.
The air coin for the 88. That's right, Treasure Hog. And thank you also last night, Treasure Hog, for kicking in and helping Pa. Because he had a lot on his plate trying to do all that last night. She loved to do that. And when you do it, just without an objective in mind, she just goes from idea to pattern and different things. So it's really exciting when you can have something you're trying to make with an end goal, like that hat. You just saw it, I can make one of those. Only on the Walker Magnet channel can you get the latest trend in crocheted hats.
Well,
crafting trends.
I gotta get back to dadgum diamond painting too.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. She's gotten off the diamond painting. But it requires so much room, to be able to spread things out. So she'll really be able to do diamond painting when we get the remodel done. Because she won't be piled up with all this stuff around her. She can have a table. But she doesn't like to work away from where her computers are.
No.
Because she got the ball games going or,
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube going or whatever.
Oh, they got a baby bucket hat.
They do make a baby bucket hat.
I wanted to make one of those too.
So
I'm gonna do a newborn beanie baby, like come home from the hospital kind of hat first.
Yeah. I know y'all are excited, Treasure Hog.
Uh-huh. Enjoy it, 'cause it flies by.
Well, I mean, it's like he said, they got all their wild oats sowed and they're ready to have a family now, so.
It's awesome. But it goes too fast.
It goes fast enough when you're older anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Just life in general. That may be counter. It may slow things down. Because when you're younger, you're trying to experience life and do this and do that and manage kids too. So you might have had the right idea, Treasure Hog. I had a friend of mine that they had children. Their son was before we started, and then they had a daughter, And my friend Richard, he was done. You know, he's like, man, that's perfect. We got a son, we got a daughter, we're good. And then his wife came up one day and said, guess what? I'm pregnant. And he was a little upset and expressed himself a little bit, you know. And she quickly reminded him that he was joining in the act just like she was. So, you know, it wasn't just her fault. And then to really put the nail in the tire there, they ended up with twin daughters.
And he wouldn't trade it for nothing.
He wouldn't trade it for nothing. And you want to talk about some athletes now. Those girls were really top-notch softball players. All of the girls were, and then their son was a great high school baseball player. But we always thought that was funny because he objected to it at the beginning, and then he ended up having twins. he was kind of upset about the one, and then he ended up with twins.
We thought it was funny.
And we have been like really praying and really being proactive on making sure they take their vitamins and what have you, because we were the godparents and they were going to come to us if something happened to them. So they made it though. Yeah, this is a case knife seaweed. It's a brand that I really like. I don't have my other one here with me. I've got 3 or 4 of them. It's not that old. It just got that worn bone handle look to it. I've always loved that knife, and I like that size. That's a good little pocket knife. But they make one that's a single blade case that has a flip, has a kind of like this knife. It has the thumb piece on it where you can flip it out, that I like too, and it has a clip for your pocket. It's a really nice knife, but case is my favorite knife. And now that my kids are kind of doing their thing, I can keep them. My uncle's got a display board that's probably 8 feet by 5 feet, and it's full of case knives that he's collected over the years. All right, we got 10 more minutes. That should be just time enough to do a couple of rows of nickels. And then we will call it a day. And remember, if you can, if you've never been to Coin Crew, oops. Shelly, would one of you drop the link for Coin Crew? If y'all wouldn't mind doing a raid for him, and then we'll, for those of you that won't, we'll end up with at Copper Owl at 2 o'clock. You don't have to go there with a raid. If you did, that'd be fine. I'd appreciate it. It gets a little bit of exposure to our channel. Oh,
What did you do?
I was going to do nickels, now open pennies.
Oh.
All right, so we'll do these real quick. I'm not going to talk through this row. So, have you got the stream pulled up, Allison? Kind of watch the chat for me for a second.
Hey. pattern. I'm starting on it right now.
I'm sure you would.
I have already started. Although this yarn's really small. I don't know about this.
You gonna have the right needle you need?
Oh, I got the needle. It's the yarn that's just teeny tiny yarn. I got some other pink yarn that may end up being. This is little. I'm gonna work on it a little bit and see. Let's see. Oh, I need to comment on Gina's thing.
Yeah, it's not imminent, but it's on Discord, so
Oh, Shelly, that's gorgeous.
yeah, you can do it later. You'll be fine.
You gotta see this blanket Shelly's making. Oh. You gotta count on that zigzag stuff. My zigzags get off. I don't pay
You
enough
zig when you should have zagged.
Yeah, I don't pay enough attention to it. So, yeah.
It's a small date D.
So she hit her 700?
Huh?
Did she hit 700?
Not
Oh
yet.
no, she's 30
Yeah,
away.
she's still
Oh,
working
no.
on it, but she's being a little proactive on getting a comment video. That's a small date 82 zinc. Oh, there's an 89. See, I remembered. All right, so I've got an 88 and an 89 we'll look at on Discord later. I'll do some pictures and put them on Discord. Okay, now we'll do one nickel. And this is full of tarnished edges. Paul said he's gonna send me some more nickels, so I'll get with him and I don't have to worry quite so much about doing my nickels on off camera, because I am going to get some more. one more nickel. And then that'll be it. That'll be perfect. 1:30 stop time. We'll do a quick raid on Coin Crew, and then we'll see you guys at Copper Owl. I hope y'all will stop by and support his hunt this evening, this afternoon. Yeah, and Gina also has a couple of videos out, other in seaweed also. There's a 48. So that's going to be our next find for the box. That's going to total of 5 finds so far. 3 in the 40s and 1 in the 50s. Still looking for that buffalo though, that elusive buffalo. Alright, so that looks like it for the day. Had some nice finds. That Balboa was sweet. Don't see those very often in that good a condition. That was a 2017. I'm sorry, 2017. And then 1957. 1948, 1949, 09, and we got one that we just found with a 48, so 48D. So we're getting started. Paul said that a lot of these nickel boxes, the other one side will be hotter than the other, so it'll be exciting to see if that heats up. That was a pretty Balboa though. It's in really nice shape. Pennies. We found a couple of wheat pennies, nothing major on the pennies, but we'll keep searching those too. And I appreciate y'all joining me today. It's been a good week. We've had fun all week with this, and I appreciate y'all dropping in. We've had the one day when we couldn't get the bot to work, but aside from that, it's been a pretty smooth stream. Good way to spend my mornings and early afternoons, and I appreciate you guys joining me. Great time at Pa's last night, and hope Copper Owl has a good, successful hunt this afternoon. He starts at 2 o'clock. He's got a box that's already sold out to Woozy, so wish Woozy some luck when you see him. And great stream. Roll Tide, yes, Roll Tide Treasure Hog. Thank you for that. I know that's coming from a split mind, but we'll see. Southern Metal too. He'll be Georgia. He's in Atlanta area, so I'm in Tuscaloosa where Alabama's stationed at. So, but I appreciate you guys stopping in. Been a fun week. I've enjoyed it. And still got a few boxes here to go through. I may post any finds I find on Discord. If you are on our Discord channel, look for some stuff to show up there. I will try to get some good pictures of the FG on this 88 and 89 penny to help you look for the error on that we were talking about earlier. But aside from that, just a good week. Go back to work tomorrow, so we'll be back to sporadic streaming, maybe just on Saturday or Sunday. So I've enjoyed it. I thank y'all for joining me, and I will see you the next time I'm on. Appreciate you being here. Bye all.
Bye, guys.